Hi there, this is Achal Soni. Welcome to my channel. If you like my videos, then do show your support by sharing the videos further and subscribing to my channel. Also, leave the topics that you want to understand in the comment section and I will try to cover those. In this video, I'm going to discuss the significant difference between if and IIF, which is immediate if logical functions. It is extremely important to know this difference because it might give different results for the same data set that you might have. Recently, I got to know about this difference and I thought of sharing it with you because every developer should be well aware of the conditions or statements he or she is implementing on the given data. So let's get started. With if, you would know that this is a statement and it tests the conditions until it finds its first true value. It is a Boolean condition and it always terminates with an end statement. Please do note that with if condition, it is not mandatory to give the else part, but be careful while omitting else because your results might differ if there are any values which are submitting to your else part. So I will show this with an example. Let's move to IIF, the immediate if now. So, immediate if works in the similar fashion as if does, but there is a difference in the syntax and the way it handles the null values. So, if we go by the syntax, then you write IIF and within parentheses you give your condition followed by the result that you want to show when there is a true condition, or um, then you write the result that you want to display when there is a false condition, and in the last there is a space for unknown or null values, which it takes care of by itself. So as you can see in the syntax that it takes only one if else condition, but there is a possibility of extending it further by writing the nested if, like the immediate if, but it might cause some readability concerns, and it's better to use if else in that case. But still, I leave that decision to you. Take the best call for yourself. Let's move to the difference between if and immediate if. So this unknown part, the ability of immediate if to take care of the null values by itself is the point of significant difference between if and immediate if. If is not able to take care of the null values by itself, you have to explicitly give a condition to handle those null values. Whereas even if you don't give a result for unknown or null values, if will automatically take care of it. So I'm calling it as if, but it's immediate if. So let's switch to Tableau and see the practical implementation. Um, so I'll clear this off. I have a data set wherein I have name and salary, and within salary you can see there are some null values. So we'll write some conditions for if else first uh, to understand the result which it yields. So if salary is greater than 40,000, then show me true, else show me red. And let's put an end. Just note that it is mandatory to put an end statement with if else, and another difference between if else and immediate if else is a statement and immediate if is a function. So you can also go in here and check for the syntax and the examples. Okay, let's submit this one and bring this to the visualization. Alright, so as you can see, for the true part, it is showing me as true, but for the any other value other than the salary greater than 40,000, it's showing me as red, irrespective of it is a whether it is a value or null. So I think this is not the right way of giving this result, because it might give a wrong impression to your users. Now let's understand the difference that it would cause without if. So let's leave it as if. If salary is greater than 40,000, then true and end. See, I have omitted else over here. Let's bring this to the visualization. And you can see without the else part, these values were falling in that else part, and without it, the result is null. So again, this is the wrong depiction of the values which are there in dataset. Now let's see what immediate if does. If so salary is greater than 40,000, then show me true, else show me red. Okay, I'm not giving the unknown part right now. It is not mandatory to give a value for this unknown part. Immediate if takes care of it by default. So let's see. Alright, so as you can see, for the values for true part, it's showing me as true. For false part, it's showing me as red. And for null values, it is showing me as null. So I think this is the right condition for this specific case. Now let's customize a value for our if part. Let's say I want to show highlight for the null values. So you can see these values have got updated and it's showing your the custom message. So again, be careful while using these conditions, omitting else, and just take a thorough look at your data set in terms of how many null values are there, or if there are any specific values that you want to call out. In that way, you will be able to give the optimal result to your users. That's all for this video. Thank you.